I'm here, reaching far across these new frontiers. With my life I fight this fear. In my hands I hold the ones I love. Reach forward through the cold dawn, always to new horizons. Gotta start the stream with a bit of a sing-song, evening sing-song around the campfire, as they used to do back in the days of old. You come with me, we'll travel through the trials and tragedy. Blessed and Blake, can you hear the spirits shout? The secrets in the melodies, the melodies. How are we all? How are we all doing? How's everyone's weekend been? How are we all? All across these new frontiers, in my hands I hold the ones I love. Walk forward through the cold. My voice can't go that high, I'm sorry. I struggle to sing I'm Here. I don't know what it is. I can do the other Titan themes, I just struggle with I'm Here. Which is weird, because you'd think if I was to struggle with one, it'd be like Undefeatable or something that goes like really high pitch, especially in the chorus, but Undefeatable doesn't seem to bother me all that much. Yeah, with that being said, let's get started. But first things first, is my mic unmuted? Oh yeah, it is, never mind. Fuck me. With that being said, hold on a second. Before we begin the stream, there is a massive thank you that I have to give to someone. And I feel like one of you will already know who that thank you is going towards. I thought that this guy was joking, but no. He badly wants me to make a animation rewind debunk. And he actually donated $50. Carson DeFox, who is actually in the stream right now. This man comes in with the freaking Boeing 747 of donations, the big 50. I think that is the first time I have ever got a 50. And hopefully it won't be the last. So massive thank you to you, my guy. You came in swinging with the freaking sledgehammer, and I can promise you that video is coming tomorrow, and I have made it a slam dunk. Stay tuned. But yeah, with that being said, he is indeed dedicated. So if you guys are that passionate about debunks, maybe I will bring a few more on the horizon. But yeah, with that being said, let's get this shit show on the road. As always, we'll get Rift's theme to play in the background. So there are oh, my fucking live stream's there. So yeah, there are 2 videos that we're going to watch tonight. The first one is this one, by a person that I've never heard before. And the second one is SF Productions' recent take on Mario Kart World, and also Racing Crossworlds. So with that being said, I actually haven't seen either of these videos either. So with that being said though, guys, once again, a massive thank you for the donation from Carson. It really means a lot. Now I just want to start this. Now I also want to I also want to start this video by saying I kinda don't think the game is worth $70 or whatever it is. What's the debunk he wanted? I think it was a Mario and Sonic one. Although I feel like we've already, I am gonna debunk that one as well. But we basically watched both videos in streams, but yeah, doing like a detailed breakdown of them would be very good. Now, I'm just gonna say it right now. I think that this is way too expensive for a racing game. It's the most expensive Sonic game ever created. It's more expensive than Sonic Frontiers, and I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I don't even think Sonic Frontiers was worth $60 or whatever it was. Like, the game was very rushed, very poorly made. They basically did a Sonic 06 all over again, where they released a very poorly made game. It was very rushed, clearly needed some more time in the oven. It had great ideas, but it just wasn't worth full price. And now they're charging even more money for a racing game, because they didn't learn the lessons that Nintendo fucked up with. Let's get going.
I'm experiencing a lot of sticker shock right now, dude. What do you mean $70? I'm just surprised more than
$90 for the fucking digital deluxe edition.
Upset, to be honest. This isn't a negative.
The one thing that I will say though is that this game does look pretty gorgeous. Like, this is potentially the best looking kart racer I've ever seen in my life. However, is it worth the money?
Video, definitely not going to be a positive one. Hear me out before you go click-clacking in the comments, relax. I just got done watching the trailer at Summer Game Fest.
The video was fairly positive, so
I got a couple of thoughts, mostly about Sega, Nintendo, Mario Kart, Crossworlds, and more importantly, gamer hypocrisy. So Sega, you're getting a bit too cocky, guys. I don't know if I like it. It started with Superstars and now we're at it with this game? Come on now. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. I was supposed to come.
Yeah, I think as well, I think it's a piss take as well when you compare it to games like Sonic X Shadow Generations, where it was like a bundle of 2 games, and they were actually made to a pretty decent quality. And it was charged for what, like $60, something like that? It's kind of crazy.
Come on here and talk about how awesome
best looking game isn't worth the money. Well, yeah, because like graphics isn't everything. You know, at the end of the day, it's a video game. It's not a painting. So it is what it is.
Is that we're getting Dragon Road from Sonic Unleashed back. We're getting a Minecraft DLC. We got Joker, Ichiban, and Hatsune Miku coming into the game, and another collab I still.
Chat, what do you guys think about all of these little crossovers? You know, like the Minecraft, the SpongeBob, all of these other crossovers. What do you guys actually think of them? Because on one hand, I think it's cool that, you know, all of these different franchises are in a racing game. But on the other hand, I kind of feel like the game is just losing its identity before it's even started. Like, it genuinely feels like they're throwing shit at a wall and hoping it sticks. Because the game isn't even out yet. It feels like they're aggressively marketing DLC before the game's even dropped. It could work, because again, Sonic Racing Transformed, like All Stars Transformed, was literally that. And it worked. So it could pay off, but time will tell.
Still can't talk about yet. We're getting the Werehog back as a playable character, meaning we'll get to hear what
you will get the Werehog if you pre-order the game.
Rogers sounds like as the Werehog. I don't know if I'm ready for that. It was looking good until Azuka said this.
Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
There are people on Twitter right now saying, yeah!
See, look at this shit. This looks genuinely beautiful. I mean, it looks like an epilepsy attack, especially on the Switch port, but it looks pretty cool. And I think that the cross-platform nature is honestly what's going to make this game be as well as it is. Like, a cross-platform racing game, like, it would be as if, like, I think there's a reason why, like, Battle Royales, for example, are, like, cross-platform. Because at the end of the day, a multiplayer game lives and dies on having players. Because, yeah, you can play with bots, but who really wants to do that? Like, you want to fuck over people, and you want people who rage and actually react. If you want to get it, wait for a sale. I mean, that's a fair enough argument, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't really justify them charging this much money.
Azuka, talk your shit. You got balls. And I'm just like, that's such a weird shot. Why would Mario Kart have crossplay, or any Nintendo game for that matter, when they're all first-party titles? I thought that was the whole point. Just say your game has crossplay and leave it at that. I know it's meant to be a cheeky jab, but it's been decades since Nintendo long outlived you in the console market. You're telling me you wouldn't do the exact same thing if you had your own console right now? I really wouldn't be taking this shot, especially not at Mario Kart. We're talking the Mario Kart, the one that dropped banger after banger after
Yeah, the Mario Kart that's literally just a Forza Horizon game, but with Mario characters. Yeah, that Mario Kart. And also, at the end of the day, it's like no Mario Kart has been cross-platform like this. And the reason for that is because every Mario Kart game has been Nintendo exclusive. So, yeah, a cross-platform Sonic racing game is obviously going to have appeal to it over Mario Kart World. Especially with how expensive Mario Kart World was, and also the controversy surrounding the Nintendo Switch 2. Like, it is what it is. Also, I'm just gonna say it right now, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is better than Mario Kart World. I'm sorry.
banger. I can't think of a single dud in recent years. Just take a look at Mario Kart 8. That game came out in 2014, lasted over a decade, and became Nintendo's best-selling game of all time.
Yeah, because it was bundled with the original Switch. And it was also bundled with the Switch OLED as well. And probably the Switch Lite. Like, if a game is bundled with a console, obviously it's going to see a massive inflation in terms of sales. And also, keep in mind, Mario Kart 8 was also on the Wii U. So obviously those sales you've got to think about as well. Like, yeah, obviously when you make a game, like, part of a bundle, obviously that's going to inflate the sales. Like, yeah, no shit.
Oh yeah, and also it's the 6th best-selling video game of all time, at least.
Yeah, because it was bundled with consoles. It's the same reason why Wii Sports is like the 4th best-selling game of all time. It's because it was bundled with basically every Nintendo Wii. But again, for the millionth time, sales do not equal quality. Now, Mario Kart 8 is a bit of an outlier to that, because it's the best-selling Mario Kart game, and in my opinion at least, it's the best Mario Kart game. However, that is the outlier. Because at the end of the day, it's like, Wii Sports sold more copies than The Witcher 3. Or Doom Eternal. But are you unironically gonna say that Wii Sports is a better game? Unless you're Harmon Smith? Like, come on.
At least according to this IGN article.
Also, it's funny that you mentioned that the game has sold so much, but I bet you don't want to talk about how Mario Kart 8 has not dropped in price. Still the exact same price as it was when it launched. Guarantee you it's still $60, $70.
Article updated in 2025. How long
Did you see the controversy regarding the new update in Mario Kart World? Right, like you have to play like the intermission tracks now, like they're not like optional, they're mandatory. And like everyone is like review bombing the game now. It's fucking... I don't even know what to say. Like Nintendo is the king of let me sell you a device let me sell you a device so you can have fun, and then let me make you not have fun with it. They're the kings.
How long did Team Sonic Racing last again? Oh yeah, it didn't. And look, I don't truly care all that much if a game I like isn't the most mainstream game of all time. But when you make direct comparisons to Mario Kart and fire shots at them, you've opened yourself up to criticism. I'm sorry.
I mean, if the criticism is justified, then who the hell cares? It's like, yeah, these two, it's like Mario and Sonic have had a rivalry as old as fucking time. and they, by some miracle, release a racing game in the same year, and one is cross-platform and one isn't. Like, I don't really know what to say here.
Sorry, but even with how big these movies have gotten, Sega just isn't Nintendo.
And also, look at this game. Like, to the people who say that Mario Kart World is a better looking game than this, like, I think you should get your eyes checked. Like, this game genuinely looks gorgeous.
At least when it comes to the Sonic games, the Atlas games are doing just fine. I'm not saying they can't be, never will be, or that they shouldn't try. Healthy competition is good, it brings out the best in both publishers and gives us the best possible games, but if you're gonna be aggressive with the marketing again, you gotta come in with that heat. All of this, and I still haven't gotten to the worst part yet. Now we're really gonna get into it. What's the main thing people don't like about Mario Kart World? Oh yeah, that's right, it's the pricing. $80 base price USD. People were very mad.
Also, guys, have you heard that the Nintendo Switch is going up in price? They're doing a Microsoft, where they're making every version of the Nintendo Switch, like, more expensive. To the point where I'm fairly certain the Nintendo Switch OLED is, like, almost the same price as the Switch 2. Like, genuinely, what's the point? They're doing a Microsoft, where they're making all of their consoles just more expensive. Like, this baby has not become any less desirable. In fact, it's become more desirable. Big Daddy Steam Deck over here.
Except for me, despite the fact that I think it's really expensive. Wanna know why? Because I know this game is likely going to last a decade again. The last game did. When you look
I mean, not really. I mean, at the end of the day, the reason why the last Mario Kart game lasted a decade is number one, because it was the only Mario Kart game on the Switch, as far as I'm aware, but also because it was a legitimately good game. It had a fun gameplay loop. Sure, you could say it was repetitive, like, fair enough, but the OLED was $350, what's it now? Like $400 or $450. Like, it's literally, like, almost the same as the fucking, Switch 2. So it is what it is. Wasn't that because of tariffs? No, Nintendo have come out and said that it's not because of tariffs. Like, all of their business decisions have nothing to do with tariffs. So I don't really know. I very much doubt it's to do with...
Get it from the fact that you don't get a Mario Kart that often, and when you do, it really lasts. Doesn't that kind of make it worth it in the long run? And everyone who said they weren't gonna buy it,
I mean, not necessarily though, because like, look at Mario Kart 7, like on the 3DS. Like, do people play that shit anymore? It's like the only Mario Kart games that really have like a lasting community are 8 Deluxe and Wii. It's like, if Mario Kart World is like so hit or miss, like, not even a month after it came out, like, do you really think it's gonna last, like, freaking 6 or 7 years? I really don't think so. They're doing this because money? Yeah, and it's fucking stupid. I hate it.
it anyways. Once again, except for me, I don't even have a Switch 2. You can check my latest YouTube posts. It's not there, bro. What am I gonna buy? Isn't it bad enough that you
Probably
have to buy
better than the Switch 2, if I'm honest.
Gens again if you have it on Switch 1? Because at the time of making this video, there's still no upgrade path. But getting back to Mario Kart's pricing, Nintendo knew they could get away with it, and guess
a free Switch 2 edition upgrade for No Man's Sky has been announced, featuring improved resolutions and frame rate, multiplayer and settlements, as well as 9 years of updates. I find it funny that people have to announce that there's a free upgrade. Like, shouldn't every upgrade be free? Like, you bought the new device that was more expensive than the old device. And then you have the balls to charge people for additional payments just to get graphic and performance upgrades. Like, the fact that you have to advertise a free upgrade for a more expensive device that you paid for is honestly a piss take.
Guess what? They did, so now the new standard is 80, which really sucks, but if people were really as mad as they say they are, they wouldn't have bought it. I just find that in general, gamers are very, very hypocritical about pricing. And
yeah, I'd agree. Like, the amount of people who complained about the Nintendo Switch 2 and then bought one anyway, it's fucking stupid. I've not done it. I am never gonna do it. But a lot of people have, unfortunately.
That's why I'm going to get into it later. I just want to make it very clear where I stand on this. If a game is good and I think is going to last me a very long time, like I'll be playing it for a decade, sure, I'll drop the extra money, no problem. Why else would I spend so much?
Well, again, like, the issue with that is you literally have no proof that that's going to be the case. Like, it's the same logic of those motherfuckers where they were like, oh, GTA 5, I got 10 years of enjoyment out of that, therefore I'm happy to spend $120 on GTA 6, because I'm gonna get another 10 years of enjoyment out of that. It's like, first of all, you are saying to the company, yes, you can get away with charging ludicrous prices for your games, because I'm gonna buy it anyways. But also, number two, you literally have no proof that you're gonna enjoy this game. Have we learnt nothing from Cyberpunk 2077? Where a game releases and it's literally unbeatable, because of how buggy and messy it is. It's insane.
Much money to get Sonic Adventure 2 on the Dream.
Like, people are learning, they're just learning backwards. Quite literally.
Cast, because that game, that is a timeless classic, and while I think
Because Nintendo has no competition. Yeah, and that's why you should get the fuck off of consoles and come to PCs. Because literally all of the console manufacturers have no competition within their own ecosystem. They can get away with charging you unnecessary amounts of money for shit. Because at the end of the day, it's you either buy their stuff or you don't have their stuff. Like, consoles are fucking stupid. Like, honestly, all of you should come to the PC. We welcome you with open arms. You can get away from all of that shit. It's just so frustrating, man.
I think the used game
Crossworlds should have been 60. Crossworlds should be 50. Like, it's a fucking racing game. Like, Doom Eternal should be 60. Like, Elden Ring should be 60. Red Dead Redemption 2 should be 60. This is a fucking kart racer. Like, 50 maximum. Realistically. If Rift had his way, console gaming would never exist ever. That's not true though, because I do think that once upon a time there was a legitimate reason to get into console gaming, because at the end of the day, convenience, and it was also the cheaper, more accessible option. Once upon a time, there was a lot of reasons to get into, console gaming. But not anymore. They're basically just getting rid of those reasons. And yeah, in 2025, console gaming is a joke.
market is absolutely a scam right now. People spend good money on these old GameCube games because they are very good games to these people and they have a lot of value. It's a huge...
Meanwhile, you can just emulate them and get them at a better quality than what you're paying for.
Reason why they develop nostalgia for them. Anyways, I say all of this to say if you really want to get at your competition and undercut them where they really messed up this year with the price point, all you had to do was sell it for cheaper. And technically they did, but not by much. This game's base price will be $70 USD, which means it's more expensive than Sonic Frontiers, which was $60, and more expensive than Shadow Generations, which came with Sonic and Shadow.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest piss take. The fact that it's more expensive than these games. It's like, I don't like Sonic Frontiers all that much. Like, I think it's them charging you that much money for how poorly made it was is a joke. It is. Like, especially when Sonic X Shadow Generations had so much love and care and polish put into it, and it was $10 cheaper. Like, yeah, I think that Sonic Frontiers being more expensive than Shadow Generations is a scam. But both of these games, like... At the end of the day, they're cheaper and they have more content. Like, it is what it is.
Generations for $50. A lot to ask for a racing spin-off, don't you think? Let's compare the two a little bit more since Izuka already brought it up. Mario Kart is more expensive because it's never going to go on sale and you also have to buy a Switch too. But once again, it's probably going to be guaranteed to last you a decade just based on the...
Well, again, you have no proof that that's going to be the case. Like, this is really frustrating because I wanted to have a chat about, like, my opinions on racing Crossworlds, but at the end of the day, it seems more of a Mario Kart defense video. It's like, you have no knowledge that that's going to be the case. Like, I don't really know what to say. It's like, if someone had come up to me 10 years ago and said, Rift, you are thinking about buying Pokemon Black and White, and in 10 years' time, you will still be playing it. Therefore, you should drop $80 on the game. Do you think that I would believe them? Do you think that I would just suddenly pay way more money than what's realistically expected? No, of course not. Regardless of whether they're right or wrong. I don't know, man. I've never understood this mentality.
History of how successful the previous ones have been. But here's the thing, Crossworlds does have a lot of pros to it. A little bit after launch, it's probably going to go on sale, probably for a good price too, so that's good. Of course, the game is going to support crossplay, and you don't need a new console. And this time, this is actually a major point because Nintendo's Switch 2 is a lot more expensive this time around than any of their previous consoles.
And it's all the more dumb when you have motherfuckers that's... It's all the more dumb when you have motherfuckers say, oh, I didn't spend $80 on Mario Kart World, I spent $50 on it. It's like, no, you spent money on the console and the game. Meaning that, yeah, you didn't spend $80, you spent $500. You dick. Like, I love how people, like, try to justify it, it's amazing. Pokemon games are one and done for me. Each be our own. Pokemon Black and White was, like, the exception for me. Like, I still play that shit now. Fucking goated games.
This is really the...
Is that Mario vs. Sonic debunk coming tomorrow? No, it's the One Punch Man vs. Sonic, because that's the one that I thought you meant. But evidently it isn't, so GG's, you'll have to wait a little bit longer for that one.
First generation where they're pushing power again, and so I feel like they're done with just being the third console, the tag-along console, the cheaper alternative, the family-friendly console. They really want to try to compete with the big boys this time, and time will tell.
Yeah, they've literally gotten rid of the thing that made the Switch desirable. Cheaper and more accessible, and the fact that it was a handheld. They're literally getting rid of that, and they're like, oh, better increase prices. Even more than they already are.
Will Nintendo's die-hard fan base support them, or will this turn off a lot of casual fans and the Switch 2 will not succeed? We will see. But
like, the entire console ecosystem literally reminds me of, let me copy your homework, but I'll tweak it slightly. Like, you know that meme? That literally is the console marketplace right now. It's like, oh, we're gonna have $80 games? Well, hold on, we better have $80 games. We're gonna charge you to pay to play your games online? Well, we're also gonna do it. We're gonna have 30 FPS caps on games on the most powerful consoles ever? Well, guess what we're gonna do?
going back to base Crossworlds, another really good thing is all of the Sega characters will be free. So Hatsune Miku and Joker, for example, those are going to be free, and any upcoming DLC characters that are Sega will be free. So that was a good move. One more thing we need to talk about, the Digital Deluxe Edition. It's not going to just be a $10 upgrade, it's going to be a $20 upgrade, which, yeah, that does seem steep at first, but not really when you compare it to Mario Kart. We still don't know what DLC Mario Kart World is going to be getting, I think. Let's not forget, okay, I think it's stupid that you have to buy Shadow Generations again on Switch 2, but if you owned Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, you still had to buy it again with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch. And
that was bullshit as well. They should not have made you do that.
To be fair, that's more because the Switch wasn't backwards compatible with Wii U games, and you're still getting a lot more content for 8 Deluxe compared to 8.
Let me buy... Yeah, guys, let me introduce to you, like, the brand new Nintendo hardware. Is it backwards compatible with the other Nintendo hardware? No. Backwards compatibility? What's that?
8. So Nintendo does win here. But near the end of its life...
How does Nintendo win?
Getting a lot more content for 8 Deluxe compared to 8. So Nintendo does win here. But
Nintendo wins because they have no backwards compatibility. They force you to buy the game again with the promise of maybe having DLC. Nintendo wins. Ugh. I don't know about that one, Chief.
But near the end of its life, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did get a booster pass that was $25 US. And if that game was successful enough to get DLC, I'm sure World is going to be too. Because Crossworlds is technically presenting all this DLC up front, it just looks worse. But it's really the same thing. The booster pass gave you 8 additional characters and 48 courses, whereas Crossworlds is giving you 6 DLC packs with less courses, but more characters. I'd say that's worse, but to be fair, Mario Kart 8 did port a lot of tracks from Tour, which is a free-to-play mobile game, so it's really weird that they're charging you for free tracks. So when you think about it, they're just playing Nintendo's game here. All that said, we're at the end of the video now, so I gotta ask, is it a good idea for Sega to charge $70 for Crossworlds? I don't know, I
just realized something. It's kind of weird that, like, all of these different people are playing as Shadow. I didn't even notice that. Can you actually do that? You can have like multiple people playing the same character. It's actually kind of cool if you think about it. I don't know. It's interesting to think about.
So I gotta ask, is it a good idea for Sega to charge $70 for Crossworlds? I don't know, I gotta see more gameplay and then I'll make up my mind. Mario Kart is a tried and true tested formula known to withstand the test of time. Sonic has had major ups and downs with his racing games, and of course with his games in general. I think this definitely has a chance at standing way longer than Team Sonic Racing did. I actually didn't mind Team Sonic Racing, I know, crazy. It definitely has a lot of casual appeal, from DLC like the Minecraft DLC bringing in a lot of casual fans, and a lot of my friends just telling me how awesome it is that Joker from Persona is going to be in the game.
I played the beta, everyone used Sonic. I mean, yeah, it's Sonic, what do you expect? I don't know, like, it would be good if they could drop the price a little bit, but at the end of the day, time will tell.
Them choosing to go the Smash but for kart racers route was actually kind of genius. You really need all the star power you can get just to be able to compete with Mario Kart. Like, it is a juggernaut. But will it be enough to truly compete with Mario Kart? I think the closest we ever got, I think, was the first Sonic and Sega All-Stars racing game just because of iOS downloads. Can Crossworlds do those numbers? Time will tell. For what it's worth.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like this is kind of missing the point when you compare literally everything to Mario Kart. It's like, it's the same thing with Harmon Smith, where it's like, a game can only succeed if it's better than the Nintendo game. It's like, I think that Crossworlds will succeed in other areas. Like, is it gonna sell as well as Mario Kart Deluxe or Mario Kart World? Of course not. Like, Mario Kart is a much bigger series, there's far less games on the Nintendo Switch. Obviously it's gonna sell more. Like, that much is basically a guarantee. But could Sonic Racing Crossworld be a better game? It's cheaper, it's cross-platform, possibly more content. Time will tell.
I think Transformed was better than Team Sonic Racing and All-Stars, despite it selling the least, I think. So yeah, sometimes quality just isn't even good enough. One thing's for sure, don't trust anyone on Twitter who's gonna say, oh, I'm not gonna buy it.
See, that is literally, that right there sums up his mindset, and it sums up the mindset of, like, loads of people's views. He's like, oh, these games were good, but they didn't reach the sales numbers of Nintendo, therefore quality doesn't matter. It's like, no, quality does matter. Quality is the only thing that matters. Like, what are you on about? I think Crossworlds will do as well as Sonic X Shadow Generations. I think that's bullshit, because at the end of the day, it's like, Shadow Generations had a ton of hype around it. Sonic Generations is Sonic Generations, like, obviously there was going to be hype around that no matter what. I don't know, like, I don't know if I am going to get this game, and if I do get this game, I am going to play it and be very careful about refunding it. Like, it is what it is.
Because of the price, I'm never going to buy this game. This game is horrible.
Sonic Crossworlds will do good, but nothing amazing. I mean, you just don't know. Like, this is the thing. It's like, it could be the best kart racer ever, for all we know. It might not. But it's like, I think that Sega is shooting themselves in the foot by charging a ridiculous price for it. That's the thing. It's like, we literally do not know.
Are you kidding, bro? Me or yourself? The Steam charts are already showing that more and more people are interested in this game than Shadow Gens. Stop lying. It's too early for me to say whether I'm gonna buy this game or not. For now, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm not saying I'm not gonna buy it, okay? I'm not ruling that out, nor am I telling you guys not to buy it, okay? Buy whatever you want, I don't care. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the pricing, the Sonic fan base, Sega, Nintendo, just—
Sales matter for future chances of getting said game. Well, again, sales don't matter. Like, can we just, like, as a species, as a human species, can we just drop with the idea that sales matter? Can we please just drop that idea? Sales don't matter. They genuinely don't. If sales truly mattered, we would have had a Minecraft 2 by now. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, genuinely. It's like Sonic 06 sold very well. But even though it basically killed the adventure formula. Like, I don't really know. But anyways, that seems to be the end of his video. He's basically just going over some shit. We'll look at SF Productions, see what his video was. This one, why I'm not excited for Crossworlds. It's not about the money, Spider-Man. Yeah, exactly. A new mod for PO6 is released where you can play a Super Shadow. That's awesome. Can't wait. Sales matter for funding future content. 06 got less than 1 million copies. But again, it's like 06 didn't... again, the sales of 06 didn't kill the adventure formula. It was the quality of 06 that killed it. It's like... again, we're just gonna do some myth busting. So if sales truly mattered, this is just like mainline Sonic games, right? If sales truly mattered, the series would have ended with Sonic CD. Oh, Sonic 1 sold a shit ton of units. Sonic 2 sold around half as much. Sonic CD sold, a percentage of that. This is the thing that I've never understood about sales. The whole sales argument. Because it's Sonic has basically been in a decline. As a series. At the very least in terms of sales, for the most part. Yeah, there's spikes here and there, but for the most part it's generally in the decline kind of thing. It's I don't really know what to say. Rift, do you play LEGO games? I play a few LEGO games, but I find them quite repetitive, so I don't really know. Sonic would have died as a game series if not for Frontiers' success. Well, again, that's the thing. It's Frontiers was a financial success, but it was a rushed game. It was a sloppy game. It was an unfinished game. Again, it's you have the business side of things and then the consumer side of things. '06 killed Sega's idea for making a silver game. I mean, '06 killed the adventure formula. It is what it is. I don't really know what to say other than that. But, yeah, with that being said...
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another unscripted discussion video.
Why I'm not excited for Crossworlds.
Do not do these videos often at all, but when I do make them, I actually enjoy making them a lot. So I thought today...
I feel like if this is the only Sonic game that's $70 to $90, I feel like I can forgive its price. Well, here's the thing. It's that mentality is how it all starts. It's okay, if there's only one game that costs this much, it's gonna be fine. But then people buy it for that price. And what does that say to game developers? It says, oh, it gives them a green light. It's oh, we can charge every single one of our games now at this price. People are gonna buy it. What's stopping them from putting it at that price? I think that's the issue. If you were kind of a Sonic collector, not really. Contrary to popular belief, I don't give as much of a fuck about Sonic as some people think I do. The amount of times I've been dubbed a Sonic fanboy, it's I genuinely don't give that much of a shit about Sonic these days. Outside of, talking about him on YouTube and stuff like that. It's very rare for me to play a Sonic game in my free time. It's the only times that I really play Sonic games are on the Steam Deck. Because I've basically just downloaded, all of them on there. Including a few including a few fan games.
Today would be a good opportunity to do one because, as you may have noticed, I haven't really uploaded any videos about Sonic Racing Crossworlds, the upcoming new Sonic Racing game that's coming out this year. And if you've been watching the channel for a while, you would probably know that I'm a pretty big Sonic fan, and every time a new game is about to come out, I make tons of videos about, things like, what version should you buy, things you missed here, predictions, all of that stuff. But
without revenue, what product are they gonna make? Without money, there's no product able to be made. Right, as well, and that's why the game should be cheaper. Like, I don't really know what to say. It's like, either that or development costs for the game should be less. Like, they should focus, instead of making, like, the most graphically demanding game possible, they should focus on something a bit more within their reach. But at the end of the day, it's not up to the game developers, it's up to people higher up, like Sega and Sonic Team and shit. It is what it is.
I haven't done that at all for Crossworlds. In fact, the only Crossworlds videos I've made are negative, right? They're bashing the game for certain things, right? So I wanted to make this video to kind of clear the air and really explain why I'm not that interested in this game and why I'm not going to buy it at launch at full price. I guess we should kind of rewind back to the initial reveal of Crossworlds to really get a good understanding of kind of my experiences with Sonic racing games. So I like the Riders games, right? I'm sure everybody does, except for Free Riders, obviously. I'm a big fan of the Riders games. I think they're really cool.
I think that the price is justified due to the whole licensing issue, because the profit margin in Paramount and Microsoft are going to make from this game. But it's like, if licensing was the issue, then why are games like Dead by Daylight not $100? It's like, they have to get the licensing for so many fucking characters. It's like, why are those games not like $100? Like, if licensing truly was the issue. It's like, the same thing can be said for, like, the previous Sonic racing games as well. Like All-Stars Racing Transformed and shit like that. Smash Bros. Brawl. I mean, maybe that's a shit example, actually, because Nintendo owns the IPs, but it's like... It is what it is. It's like... I feel like that is just making excuses for the company. Because at the end of the day, it's like... The thing you have to remember is that the consumer did not force them to do that. They chose to do that, and the consumers are the ones that are suffering. I think that's where the issue comes in.
Cool, even though I suck
I think it should be commended how Sonic Team isn't so nostalgia-based like Nintendo. Bro, say you haven't played a Sonic game in the last 15 years without telling me you haven't played a Sonic game in the last 15 years. Bro, Sonic Team cannot stop being nostalgic. I don't even... I don't even know what to say to that. Like, Sonic Team is nostalgia-focused. Like, that's bullshit, my friend. I'm sorry.
Get them. I still have a lot of fun with those. But as for the kart racer Sonic games, you know, you got your Sonic and Sega All-Stars, your Sonic and All-Stars Transformed, those games, and of course, you know, Team Sonic Racing. I haven't really been that big on those, you know, I really liked the fan service in Transformed, but if I'm being completely honest, I haven't played...
Hey, Tails, how you doing?
...more than maybe 3 hours of that game in total, you know? I can't even name a track from that game off the top of my head, except for, what, Starlight Carnival? That's literally it. So, when they announced a new Sonic racing game at the Game Awards last year, I immediately was like, why? You know? Like, why are you making this game? But then, you know, people found, you know, the right...
How you doing, Rift? Not doing too bad, how about yourself?
Riders, extreme gear on the wall and all of that, and I was like, okay, maybe we got something here, you know, which we'll get into the extreme gear later. But as for the initial reveal, I just did not really care because, again, I didn't like the kart racing games, and I definitely didn't care for another one. So we didn't get a second trailer until, I think, February of 2025. It was in that one state of play. And we actually got to...
I need Frontiers 2 to be original, just how Unleashed in Colors was. Yeah, I think that would be fair. I think Sonic Team just need to stop with the whole nostalgia baiting. It's like, that's one reason why I think Sonic Colors is like a legitimately great game now. And why I think Sonic Colors has aged like wine. Because it was the last fully original Sonic game. Every other Sonic game since then, aside from maybe Sonic Boom, like all of them have just been like tripping over their own shadow. Effectively. It's like, Sonic Generations gets a pass because that was like a 20th anniversary special. But it's like, what can you say for the others? Like, they shamelessly reuse assets, and it's fucking boring now. It's to the point where Green Hill Zone, the most beloved and iconic level in the franchise, is now just becoming hated. We don't want to see it anymore.
to see gameplay of the game. And in this trailer, we got to see that Extreme Gear was confirmed to be in the game, which was dope. You know, I was really excited for that. And we got to see some new looks at the Crossworld mechanics. So basically, mid-race, you would get teleported.
And the thing that's really frustrating is that they could easily get around that issue. All they would have to do is just combine level aesthetics. It's like, take a game like Sonic GT that we played the other day. It's like, the first area in the game was a mix of Green Hill Zone and Seaside Hill. And it was amazing. The second level was Hilltop combined with Angel Island. That was great. The third level was Speed Highway mixed with Studiopolis. It was great. And then the final level was basically like Tails' hidden base mixed with Pyramid Cave. And again, it was fantastic. If you're gonna reuse assets, combine them. Because the end result is inevitably something slightly new at least.
To another world, and then for that lap you would race on that world, and it was more chaotic, you know, there was things going on, and I thought that mechanic was really cool. I thought it was a really good idea to kind of set this Sonic racing game apart from the previous Sonic racing games. And not only that, there were just a lot of cool levels, even levels from Sonic and the Secret Rings, right, which are, you know, some pretty deep cuts. So it was safe to say that I was a little more interested in this game now, because again, I really like Riders, and if they're bringing back the Riders gameplay, then I was sold, you know? Even though I wasn't really interested in, you know, the cars, the fact that the Extreme Gear was in this game was just, that was enough for me. But then the beta test rolled around, and before getting into my thoughts on the beta test, I just want to say, it is an early build of the game. Things are going to change, but just the general enjoyment I had...
It's so bad that people were treating SA2 as if it was part of the Green Hill Zone problem. Well, yeah, it's like, I think that's a stupid example, because it was literally the first time that the level had made an appearance in, like, 10 years. Outside of Sonic 3D Blast, which kind of had a very similar level aesthetic, but, like, yeah, I think that's kind of stupid that people equate it to that.
Out of the beta test compared to a lot of other people, I just flat out did not like it. As for the gameplay / controls, the cars felt pretty stiff to control. Originally, I kind of felt like it was definitely they were more light than previous Sonic racing games. Like, handling them was way better, but they still did not feel right to control.
So it's like, looking at this gameplay, I think the biggest issue for me is that there's a bit too much shit on the screen. Like, I feel like most of this stuff you could just get rid of. Like, you don't need to know how fast you're going in a fucking kart racer, you know what I mean? Like, you could shrink the hood down. I hope they give you the option to do this. Like, shrink the hood down, remove how many rings you've got, because you don't need to know that. It's like, just make it a bit smaller. Make it so that it's easier to see what's going on.
And I think part of that reason is because of the track design. The track designs were far too linear for my liking. I think the only one that was kind of okay...
Not gonna lie, there's too much color on screen. See, that's the other thing that I'm worried about. I hope this game doesn't have too much color, that it's like a fucking epilepsy attack when you go through the stages.
It was the stadium level, and the track design being too...
See, it's like, levels like this look decent.
Linear was especially noticeable because of the pure chaos that would ensue from all of the items being spammed and all of the racers and all of that. Now, the item balancing was an issue I brought up in my first Crossworlds video that I made a while back, and I'm sure that has been alleviated a little bit. At least I would hope it has, you know? But that was a big problem I had with the beta. That really was my main issue.
I'll leave the stream. Yeah, no worries, dude. It's been good having you here. Adventure 2, it was a bonus level too. Yeah, it is what it is. It's like, I don't think, especially since it was optional, you know, it was like a reward for breeding the game? It was a reward for beating the game, and, you know, 100%ing it and stuff. I think it could be cool. Chat, what's your favorite, Sonic racer? Like, out of curiosity. I think mine is still All-Stars Racing Transformed. I think that's my favorite.
Issue. The gadgets were a lot of fun to mess around with. I really liked the customization that this beta offered with the vehicle customization, and again, the gadgets were cool. But overall, I didn't really like the beta, but I guess I was still interested in, you know, seeing the Extreme Gear and the new tracks and whatever else they had in store for this game. So then that brings us to the Summer Game Fest trailer. Just kind of more of the same stuff here. We got to see a couple more stages, some cool new courses in Crossworlds, you know, that kind of thing. We also got to see the extreme gear more, which was cool. But I guess the new thing that was introduced in this trailer was crossover events with other franchises. In my opinion, I know a lot of people are bringing up the fact that this game shouldn't rely on crossovers, but to be fair, I don't really understand that argument, because the previous Sonic Racing games before Team Sonic Racing relied on the crossovers, right? It was Sonic and Sega All-Stars, or Sonic and All-Stars, you know? It wasn't just Sonic. The fact that people...
It's like, I think the reason why people didn't mind it back then is because it was Sega-owned brands. You know what I mean? Like, it was Sega-owned, like, IPs. Kind of like how no one minds when Smash Bros. Has, like, Nintendo IPs. But it's like... Minecraft crossing over with Sonic, crossing over with SpongeBob. Like... It just screams forced. I don't really know how to describe it. Like, I don't think people minded as much with the All-Stars racing games, because it was Sega-owned IPs. But with this, it's just... I don't know.
People are bringing up like, oh, it's a Sonic racing game, you shouldn't be buying it for the other characters, is a little stupid if you ask me. Because again, with Team Sonic Racing, that game didn't even have crossover characters, and the game felt much more lifeless because of it, if you ask me. But hey, whatever. Crossovers. I'm interested now. Joker from Persona 5, Miku, the guy from Yakuza. I've never played Yakuza. I don't know his name, honestly. And fucking Steve and Alex from Minecraft? Like, what? That's so cool. It definitely shows that Sega is in a much better place now that they could, you know, work with bigger IPs like that. It was a really cool thing to see. But then after that trailer, things just kind of went downhill, right?
That's what I mean. It's like... Racing, like, including, like, bigger and better IPs isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's like, if you're this... It's like, I think as well, I think the biggest issue for them as well is they were like, look at this shit in the screenshot. It's like, day one DLC, the season pass. It's like, the Minecraft DLC is not part of the game, like the base game. You have to pay additional money for that. And you don't know what the other 5 series events are gonna be. It's like, I think that's what's shooting them in the foot. The fact that you don't even get it as part of the base game. I think that sucks, to be honest. Like... See, again, it's like, I want to play as the Werehog, but I've got to pre-order the game in order to do that. So I'm probably just going to pre-order the game and play it for an hour and then make the decision as to whether I want to refund it or not.
I'm not going to get into the price right away because there are still some more things I want to talk about with what we've seen from demos at Summer Game Fest and that kind of thing. The extreme gear. Supposedly, the extreme gear does not control like it does in Riders, but instead...
What about Transformed when they put Wreck-It Ralph in their game? I mean, to be fair, that made sense because Sonic was in the Wreck-It Ralph movie. So it's like, that one makes sense. It's like, when has Sonic and fucking SpongeBob had like a crossover? Or Sonic and Minecraft? Like, they don't really fit with the free Sega characters aesthetic. Optimus Prime or something cooler would have been a better fit. Yeah, or maybe someone like the Power Rangers. It's like characters who are known for being, like, colourful. Because, like, actually, now that I think about it, the Power Rangers would actually be a really good idea. Because you've got red for Knuckles, yellow for Tails, blue for Sonic, pink for Amy, black for Shadow. Yeah, the Power Rangers would actually be a really good choice. They are literally the right colours for the group. Yeah, I think that would have been better. But, anyway.
It just feels like car reskins. And I was mad at this. I was really mad at this because that was really...
The Nickelodeon characters aren't in the base game, so you can ignore them. But that's not the point. The point is that I think they should be in the game. They should be in the base game. That's the thing. It's like... It's not the fact that I don't want them in the game. It's the fact that I don't want them to be aggressively marketed as day one DLC before the game isn't even out yet. Like, that's the issue I have with it. Because it comes across as being insecure about the game. It's like, oh, like, the game's gonna have all of this shit, and also, have you guys seen this day one DLC we're charging you $20 for? You get to play as Mario, not Mario, you get to play as Steve and Alex in the Minecraft map. It's like, I feel like that shit should be, like, part of, the base game. Like, you shouldn't have to, like, pay for a season pass for that shit.
The one main thing that kept me interested in this game was...
Like, imagine if, like, Mario Kart was, like, $60 and you had to pay, like, an additional, like, $5 for Rainbow Road. Like, no, it should be part of the base game. Especially when that's, like, a big part of Mario Kart. It's like, if the whole part of this game is Sonic Racing Crossworlds, it's like, you should have Crossworld bundles be part of the base game. Kinda makes sense to me. Because if you don't have them as part of the base game, and then people don't buy the DLC, what are they going to be experiencing? Well, I'll tell you what they're going to experience. They're going to experience the most generic Sonic Racer. It's borderline false advertisement at that point. Like, imagine if it was like... right, let's say for the sake of argument, imagine if it was Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, like there was a new one that came out, but you had to spend an additional $10 to play as Sonic and Mario. And people were saying, well, I don't want to buy the DLC because I only want to buy the base game. It's like the game is basically it's basically just false advertisement at that point. Because those characters aren't in the base game. You're having to pay additional money for that. I think it's stupid. I've never liked the idea of day one DLC. I just don't. I'm sorry.
Was that they were finally going to bring back Riders gameplay. And it turned...
My theory is they have to compensate for how they charge with the crossover deal. I mean, maybe, but... That isn't the same thing, though. Well, how isn't it the same? It's like, they are advertising something, and then you're having to pay more money up front to get the thing that is being advertised to you. That's not a good thing.
Turns out that that's not really the case, and I want to kind of bring this up too. I've seen a lot of people comparing the extreme gear in Crossworlds to like the bikes in Mario Kart, as in it's just an alternate play style. Who cares if it's not the same as Riders, okay? But to be fair, what's the point of bringing back the extreme gear and hyping it up like it's some big deal for the fans if it's not even going to be the same as how it was in Riders, right? I feel like that was the whole appeal of the extreme gear, how it controlled and how the gameplay was centered around it, right?
You get Sonic characters in the base game. That's not what I meant. The point is that, like, okay, using this game as an example, right? So Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So the whole point of this game, based on the title at least, is you are getting characters from other worlds. Like the Minecraft expansion, like the SpongeBob expansion. That is what's advertised to you. However, they are locked behind the Season Pass. You have to buy the Season Pass to experience the Crossworlds part of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So, what is going to happen if people don't buy the DLC? They don't buy the Season Pass. They just like have the base game. Well, they're not going to be able to experience the Crossworlds part of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. And that's stupid. It literally is borderline false advertisement at that point.
I guess if that makes any sense. I don't really understand why people are bringing up the fact that, oh, why are you complaining if the extreme gear is different? This isn't Sonic Riders. But I thought that was the whole point of bringing back the extreme gear, right? Like, am I crazy or something? Like, the thing with the bikes in Mario Kart was there wasn't a previous Mario Kart game.
You're forgetting the free DLC characters that from other Sega properties. I'm not forgetting them, that's just not what my point is. Like, if they want to give us free characters from Sega properties, go right ahead. That's not got anything to do with my, like, point, though. The Crossworlds part of the game is still happening. Yeah, I know, but the point is that the parts that they are advertising, especially in trailers like the Minecraft shit, should be part of the game. Because again, like, this comes back to the day one DLC thing. It's like, the game should, like, this shit should be part of the base game. Like the Minecraft one at the very least. It's like, people are hyped for it. You know, they've made trailers of it before the game is even out yet. It should be part of the base game. But no, it isn't. Like, you have to pay additional money for it. And that's shit. They shouldn't be doing this.
That was like Mario and gang riding on bikes and doing these cool BMX tricks and shit, you know? With Riders, that was a whole separate gameplay style that was already established and that people wanted back.
I need to replay the Riders games at some point. Maybe not the third one. The first two, maybe.
Then they bring in the extreme...
There's also the free update crossover characters. Well, yeah, like, that's all well and good, but... Again, this shit should be part of the base game, like the Minecraft expansion. Like, it's got trailers behind it, it's heavily marketed. It shouldn't be part of the season pass. Like, that's the thing. It's like, to be completely honest, based off of the history of recent Sonic games, pretty much all the DLC should be free. If you want me to be totally honest with you. Like... And then as like a season bundle, or like what Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did, they could then like, for $10 or $20, they could just like release like, I don't know, 12 additional characters and like 12 additional racetracks or some shit. And they could do that like a year after the game's release. Or like a few months. I don't know, I just don't like the way they've marketed this.
Gear and Crossworlds, and it's completely different. Of course, people are going to be mad about that because you're basically dangling keys in front of our face, and then
the thing is that stuff was leaked, so they did have to reveal that stuff. Well, that's the thing. It's like, if it was leaked, they had the choice of making it part of the base game, and I wish that they did, because that would have been cool. But no, it's just day one marketing for day one DLC. It's like, we have no guarantee that the game itself is going to be good yet. We have no guarantee that the game isn't going to be a glitchy mess, like quite a few of the recent Sonic games have been. We have no guarantee that it's going to be better than Sonic Tag Team Racing, or whatever it's called, which was like a mid-game. It's like, we have no confirmation of any of that. All we know for certain is it's more expensive than any Sonic game ever made, and they are doing day one DLC. It's a bit concerning, unfortunately. Like, see, this is the thing. Don't play Free Riders, it's absolute bullshit. I reckon I can fix it. I reckon with emulation, I can fix Free Riders. We should do that as a stream someday. Maybe the 25k special, we should do Sonic Free Riders. But, it's like, it's actually really fascinating. Like, it's nice listening that some of you guys are very optimistic. Like, despite all of the bullshit within the gaming industry. I am very cynical. It takes quite a lot to earn my attention and earn my money. I am a cynical motherfucker. So it's pretty nice reading that you guys are very optimistic about this. It's nice. Like, I just feel like an old man with a stick. Basically. Like, I just hate what Sega's doing, but I appreciate the fact that some people are more positive towards it.
Oh, it's not actually the same as it was. So there goes all of the interest I had there, because if it doesn't control the same as Riders and the gameplay is drastically different, then screw that, you know? I already don't like how the cars...
Free Riders needs controller support. Yeah, exactly. It's like, if you give Free Riders controller support, boom. Instantly, like, a good game. If you fix that one issue... It goes from being an F tier Sonic game to like a C or a B tier Sonic game. It's good. You know, that's the only thing they needed to fix. And they still haven't done it.
Control. But I guess this is a good time to bring up the pricing. And
I'm optimistic and a realist. Yeah, I'm just a cynical motherfucker. Like, see, this is the thing. It's like if Sonic, like, see, this is the thing. It's like, if Sonic Frontiers was, like, a perfect game, right? Like, it was perfect in every single way, but the graphical pop-in was still a problem, I'd still complain about it. like, I'd still complain about it. Like, that's just me. It's like, and people would clown on me. They'd be like, oh, this game's perfect. You're just focusing on this one issue. It's like, yes, I am. Because I expect perfection. It is what it is. I'm like that. Guys, have you seen Ratatouille? You know the fucking, like, food inspector in Ratatouille? That's literally me. I don't like video games. I love video games. And if I don't love it, I don't play it. Like, that's literally me.
The DLC and all of that. This was really the final nail in the coffin for me.
See, again, like, the thing that what makes me like this game, though, is that it has Sonic Unleashed content. It has Dragon Road. It has Windmill Isle. Oh, it makes me really want to play it, but it's not worth the money. But it could be worth the money, but you get to play as the werehog. Oh, no! Save me, Puffer.
$70 for the base game. You get all of the Sonic
this game,
characters
I'm so
and
conflicted.
free updates with the Sega characters dropped later down the line, okay? In my opinion, from what I've seen, I don't think this game is worth $70. I have not seen enough...
Riff's a cynical motherfucker, but he's also a critic. Yeah, it's like, why do you guys think I'm so harsh on games like Adventure 2 and Frontiers? It's because I just have like a really high standard for things. And yeah, some people will say I nitpick, some people will say I'm a bit too harsh, but it's like, yeah... Of course I'm harsh. It's because I want things to improve. It is what it is. It's like, I'm not going to damage control for shit. It's like, if there is a problem with something, I will point it out. Because I want things to get better. And annoyingly, things aren't getting better. And it's frustrating.
From this game...
Does this game have Speed Highway? That's the question. I know, right?
For me, that would warrant me paying that much for it. Again, I haven't been the most interested in this game, right? From the gameplay I've seen, from the gameplay I've played, right? I've played the game in the beta, even though that was an early beta test, obviously an early build. That gave me a taste of what was to come for the game.
Unleashed is all you need. Yeah, it's like having like a couple of Sonic Unleashed racetracks is like all I need. Because like genuinely, one of the best things about what was it? Like Team Sonic Racing was having like Cool Edge there. Like hearing Cool Edge music was just enough. I was like, mate, I love this racetrack now. I don't even think it was Cool Edge, the fucking racetrack. I think it was like Ice Cap Zone or something. But it had Cool Edge music and I was happy.
In my opinion, I just did not like the fundamental gameplay that was there. But I was still mildly interested in the extreme gear and whatnot. And even after the extreme gear, I was like, okay, well, I still want to try out the crossovers and stuff because that Minecraft level looks pretty cool, you know? $70 is way too much, though, for that. For just that, it's way too much. And I understand...
Not everything is going to be perfect, because for me it's impossible. Yeah, exactly. It's like, but that's the thing. It's like, with a game like Sonic Unleashed, it's like, I can happily go through Sonic Unleashed and find things that I don't like about it. But if they are nitpicks, then generally speaking, I'll like the game. It's like, say for example, I'm trying to think of a good example. It's like, Call of Duty... No, we'll use Mario, fuck it, because we all know what Mario is. Like, Mario Galaxy. Let's say for the sake of argument, I loved everything about Mario Galaxy, but I really fucking hated one level of one of the galaxies. I wouldn't say the game is crap. Like, I'd still really love the game, because only a very small portion of it doesn't meet my expectations. You know, like, that's kind of how I feel with it. It's like, I'm willing to forgive it for that one fuck-up if everything else is great.
Understand how a lot of people have been bringing up the fact that $70 is just the new standard. And I understand that entirely. But I don't think this was the right game to price at $70 for Sonic.
I totally agree. And if you want me to be completely honest, this is going to be my hot take for the stream. We're going to go full screen for this shit. I don't think any Sonic game is worth $70. I don't. It's a fucking platformer. Like, it's not Red Dead Redemption 2. It's not The Witcher 3. It's not Elden Ring. It's not Baldur's Gate 3 with Asterion. Fucking god tier voice actor. Like, it's a fucking Sonic game. Like, no game is worth $70. I mean, maybe, like... See, this is the thing. It's like, I think that 70 is like the most expensive a game should be. And that's including DLC. I've just noticed my glasses are kind of fading out of existence because of my green screen. It's like, a game being worth more than my rent is crazy. See, that's what I mean. It's like, fucking $90 games. It's like, that's a week of groceries for me. Or it was, at least, before the fucking prices went up. Like, I think that... Now, I think some games are worth 70, but I don't think a platformer is. It's like, I don't think Ratchet and Clank is worth 70. I don't think Spyro is. Crash Bandicoot, I don't think is. See, it's all the more funny as well. Like, do you remember when the Insane trilogy came out for Crash Bandicoot, right? And it was like 3 games fully remastered for, I think it was $40, something like that. And then Crash Bandicoot 4 comes out, and it's 1 game for 60. And people didn't like that. It's like, yeah, the game was S tier, make no mistake. Like, the game was great, but was it worth the money? People were a bit on the fence about it. I like your stream because I'm agreeing with you on this. But it's like, that's the thing. It's like, I try to be objective with things. It's like, I genuinely... It's all the more funny when, like, I make videos on fanboys, because it's so fascinating watching them, like, genuinely, like, shill for companies and stuff. Like, that's the thing. It's like... the argument honestly makes sense when clear obscure exists. Yeah, it is what it is. What's worrying me is how the tracks are locked behind DLC would end up splitting the players. Yes, that is actually a good point. It's like, say for example, you have like a Grand Prix, right, within this game, and some people are playing the Mario. I keep saying Mario. People are playing the Minecraft tracks, right, and people are doing the other tracks. Surely that would just massively divide the fan base. And like, sure, you could say that that's always been the case, like with Call of Duty, for example. It's like you buy a DLC pack, you get 4 multiplayer maps. And it's like, if you want to play those multiplayer maps, you just have to accept that there's going to be a smaller player count than with the base game. Why do you keep saying it's $90, you don't have to buy the DLC? Okay, and they didn't have to price it for $90. Like... It's not the fact, like, I'm well aware of the fact that I don't have to buy the DLC. The point is that it's priced that high and that's a problem. Like Zombody, that's not a defense.
Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Super...
I'm doing the meme riff, play Baldur's Gate 3. Nah, like, Asterion will actually make me gay.
Those games were $60.
Asterion is just perfection. I've literally watched interviews of the voice actor. Like, I don't swing that way, but holy shit is he perfection.
That was after the $70 Switch happened. In fact, I feel like Frontiers warranted $70 more than Crossworlds, because, like it or not, this is a racing spin-off game.
Sonic games should stay at 60 max. I'd agree with that. I swear you have an answer for everything. Yeah, it's because I'm a fucking British moron. Like... I'm not very good at many things, but, you know, I can fuck up 7 different things at once. Ah, 7. 7 things for 7 Chaos Emeralds.
I know they're trying to make this a whole, like, big deal with crossovers, and it's supposed to last for a couple of years with new content, and I understand that. But just at a glance, I don't see any non-Sonic fans looking at this game and being like, yes, that is worth $70. But then we get into the delay.
Asterion made you straight. Fair enough. It is what it is. I'm supposed to be bi-romantic. Bless you.
Deluxe edition, and it turns out that Minecraft stuff I was interested in is actually going to cause me to pay $90 to play this game at launch. Actually, earlier than anybody else, because they're doing that early access bullshit again. Okay, so regardless of what you think...
Bro, you're not a moron. Bro, you should see me when I'm not talking about games or technology. I can be really fucking stupid when I want to be. It's mental.
think about the digital deluxe edition and if it warrants that extra $20. $90 to be spending on a Sonic racing game just to play with the crossovers. And I haven't even talked about, you know, SpongeBob and Ninja Turtles and Avatar. Like, I fuck with that stuff too, you know. I will definitely want to play that. $90 though to play that at launch, and of course the season pass, only the Minecraft.
The fucking Squidward
stuff will be available at launch.
This looks like something from Gmod.
So I would even have to wait longer for SpongeBob and Ninja Turtles. So that's a big asking price.
Not gonna lie, having Sonic in a fucking hamburger cart might actually be worth $90. Who the hell am I kidding?
You know, that is...
Oh, it's from SF Productions, the video. You'll definitely be able to play the DLC online without buying it. You're all overreacting. Okay, so why did they price the DLC for that much? Mario Kart World is $90 base with the possibility of $20, $40. What are you all complaining about? Yes, because one evil, the lesser of two evils is still evil. I don't give a shit that there is another world, I don't give a shit that there's another kart racer that is doing what Sonic Racing Crossworlds is doing, but worse. Like, just because Mario Kart World is being charged for 90 or whatever it is, doesn't make Sonic Racing Crossworlds being charged for 70 suddenly acceptable.
A big...
Like, that mindset is literally why game prices go up and up and up. It's like, oh, why are you guys complaining about $80 games? There's another one here that's 90. It's like, that's literally why prices of games go up. It's because of that mindset.
That is a lot of money to be asking for that stuff. Especially, again, since I'm not really interested in the fundamental game here. I'm not interested in what the base...
Also, can we just appreciate the fact that Elden Ring was fucking $50? Like, it wasn't even 60. Like, back in 2022. They had the option to do so, they chose not to. If I want to buy this game, I'll just buy it on release. I'll wait for discounts. Yeah, that's fair. It is what it is.
Formula has to offer. I'm really just here for the crossovers at the end of the day. And maybe playing them for what? Once and then...
Fucking Patrick in a Krabby Patty cart. That's amazing.
And just stopping, you know? So yes, I don't think I...
Same with Morrowind, it was $50. Was it? I don't really give a shit about Skyrim and, like, the Elder Scrolls. It's not really my thing, but, like, man, $50 for Morrowind Remastered? It's kind of crazy.
Want to pay $90 for that, and I have seen some people bring up the fact that you could just buy the DLC pack separately, and that's cool, but I want all of them. You know, we still have those two
Genuinely, why are people comparing this game to Mario Kart World? Do you see anyone complaining about games like Donkey Kong Bonanza being 70? No, so only the Sonic fans are the ones crying. Okay, so why are we comparing it to Mario Kart World? Because they're both kart racers, you dick. And also, you should be complaining about Donkey Kong Bonanza, because it's the first Donkey Kong game in like 30 years, and you had to wait like goodness knows how many console generations before Nintendo gave you a 3D Donkey Kong game. And they're also charging it at a ridiculous price. If you're not complaining about that, you really should.
Mystery crossovers, and I'm still interested in those, you know, even if they're bad, you know.
And also, people are comparing this game to Mario Kart World because Sega had a chance to learn from Nintendo's fuck-ups, and they chose not to.
Don't want to try them out, so I don't really understand that argument, but, okay, whatever. I guess my point is, this is too much for me. Like, these prices are way too much for me, and I'm sorry, I want to apologize real quick, because in that video where I talk about how Sega, pricing these games so high is a terrible anti-consumer choice, I should have been more nuanced about that, I guess you could say.
I mean, it is anti-consumer. I don't really know what to say about it. It's like... See, this is the thing. Like... You genuinely have to ask yourself, if this continues, right? So, like, in another 5 years' time, games are like $80. Another 5 years' time, they're 90. Another 5 years, it's 100. When is video gaming gonna die? Like, if you think about it. Like, if games are just gonna get more and more fucking expensive, you genuinely have to ask yourself that. Because, here's the thing. If you increase the price of a game, less people are going to buy it. because you will have less people willing to spend that much amount of money. You will earn more money per sale, but you'll be making less sales. And as a result, wouldn't it make more sense to go in the other direction? You're making, like, charge the game for like 60 or 50. You're making less money per sale, but because more people are willing to buy the game, you'd be making more sales. And you would also establish a sort of trust and bond between yourself and the consumer. Because they will look at everyone else and be like, oh wow, they're charging like $80 for like The Last of Us Part 3 remastered for the second time. And they're charging $120 for that. I don't want to do that. I want to buy like Mario Kart 9, for example, for $50. Way cheaper. It's something I'm interested in. It makes sense. It's like... But for some reason, no one's doing that. And it's fucking annoying. I'll just pirate the games. See, that's the thing as well. It's like, all of these... You raise a really good point. It's like, people... like, hate piracy, especially video game developers. And, like, Nintendo fanboys hate it, so like, ooh, emulation's piracy. It's like, isn't this going to steer people towards piracy? People aren't going to pay all of the money for these games. They're either going to stick with old games, or they're just going to pirate copies of it. And that's not a good thing. And at this point, the fucking companies only have themselves to blame. It's a weird world we live in, but hey-ho, I don't make the rules.
I guess I came off a little harsh in that video. My main reaction to this pricing was, it was just too much. Right off rip, it cost way too much.
Space Pro Mason, just my opinion, Donkey Kong Bonanza might be overrated or underrated. I think that that's the most overrated game, and I don't even know shit about it. Like, as soon as I heard, like, Nintendo Prime or whoever it is, like the fucking 50-year-old Nintendo dude, as soon as I heard him say that Donkey Kong Bonanza might be Game of the Year, I was like, okay, this game is overrated. Like, I don't, like, this year has been, like, really good for gaming so far, in my opinion at least. Like, we've had the Spider-Man 2 PC port, we've had Monster Hunter Wilds, we've had Doom, we're gonna get, this game, and we've also had Mario Kart, we've had... what have we got? Dying Light The Beast is coming out. Obviously, Call of Duty is going to put a new game out, because they're going to milk that franchise until its testicles fall off. Quite a few other games. Reaper, I think that was a new one. Like, this year's been pretty good for gaming, but it would be good if games were cheaper, unfortunately.
But if you're somebody who sees these prices and you're like, that's worth it, then go right ahead. I'm not going to tell you to not support Sega. It's just my personal choice that I don't want to buy these games at $70 or $90, you know? And then I want to bring...
Have you heard of a guy named Switch Force? I've not heard of Switch Force, but I'm guessing because of the name, it's a Nintendo Switch fanboy. If I had to guess.
Bring up Mario Kart World very briefly, because I've seen a lot of people saying that I'm a hypocrite for buying Mario Kart World, but I don't want to buy Crossworlds because it's overpriced. I understand that, you know, I made a video about Mario Kart World and how it's overpriced, but I still buy it.
I mean, to be fair, like, you kind of are a hypocrite for getting the Switch 2 as well, because, like, didn't this guy also make a video, like, dunking on the Switch 2?
Game and played it.
This is the thing, it's like, YouTubers will, like, make videos, like, chatting shit about something, but then they'll just buy it anyways. It's fucking annoying. It's like, I talk shit about the PS5 and the Nintendo Switch 2, but you'll be fucking damned if I actually go out and buy one. Repo came out this year or very late last year. Yeah, something like that. You all gotta realize the Digital Deluxe Edition is optional, it's something you don't have to buy, so just get the Standard Edition. Well, yeah, but the Standard Edition is still overpriced. That's the point. And all of the appealing stuff, like the Minecraft DLC and what have you, you do have to pay for. So it's like, I don't consider that an argument. It's like, oh, you guys are complaining about the Digital Deluxe Edition. It's like, the basic version is already too expensive. Like, madness.
and supported Nintendo that way. Here's the thing though. The main difference between Mario Kart World and Crossworlds for me is that I wanted to...
So he's like Mudaha then? I don't know. It's just annoying. It's like, yeah, everyone was hating on the Switch 2 in Mario Kart World, people still bought it. Yeah, no, and it's... and it's all the more funny when people are like, oh, the Switch 2 is gonna be shit. Buys the Switch 2 anyways. And then makes a video saying, grr, the Nintendo Switch 2 is shit. It's like... yeah, what did you expect? It's like, if people genuinely thought the Switch 2 was gonna be crap, they bought it, and they ended up enjoying it anyways. Like, more power to you. I'm glad you didn't waste your money. But, kinda seems a little bit hypocritical.
Play Mario Kart World. I was willing to pay that price because I thought the game looked fantastic. With Crossworlds, I don't want to play that game.
I've always given the credit to Sonic Team, never at Sega. That's actually a really good mentality, the cool guy. It's like, I think Sonic Team is really good for not being bastards towards the fan games, and towards, like, fan-made creations. Sega are assholes, just like Nintendo. They might not be as much of an asshole, but they are still assholes. Like, that much is certain. I am so desperate for a piss, it's not even funny. Alright, we'll finish this video before I fucking piss myself.
I just want it to try out the stuff and then probably put it down. That's about it. With Mario Kart, I'm expecting to invest so many hours into this game, and I've already have, by the way. I've already been having a lot of fun.
I've just thought of something whilst looking at this game. You know, like the UI in especially the number 1. Does this remind you of Crash Bandicoot a little bit? Like, I don't know. Like, I took one look at this, and I was like, kind of reminds me of Crash Nitro Racing. I don't know if I'm just being a complete dickhead, but that's just the impression that I got.
Fun with it. And I guess the best way to put it is that I already have my kart racer for the year, right? Mario Kart World has already satisfied that itch for like a racing game, to the point where if I buy Crossworlds, I would just rather play Mario Kart instead. You know what I'm saying? Because again, with Crossworlds, I'm really only interested in stuff that
again, it's like, this is beautiful. Like, you know that one meme from fucking Markiplier where it's like, this is art. I stay up at night. I think about this all night long. I stay up at night, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this. Like, this is beautiful. Like, number 1, it's Unleashed, which, I mean, that automatically gets a fucking win from me. But like, it just looks so fucking gorgeous.
Worlds, I'm really only interested in stuff that doesn't have to do with the actual gameplay. I already have my kart racer for the generation right there, so. In conclusion, I guess the main reason why I'm not excited for Crossworlds is because I just do not find the game interesting, and what I've played from it does not warrant that price tag. You can push all the crossovers you want, and I think they look cool. Again, I would love to try them out, but that asking price is way too much, and I'm just not willing to spend it.
From what I've heard, Mario Kart World is fantastic, but it is overpriced. I don't know if I'll get it, though, and don't go down my throat for that. Yeah, why would I go down your throat for that? It's like, if you want to buy it, but, you know. I'm definitely not buying a Switch 2 just for a couple of games. Sorry.
A racing game that I'll probably play for maybe 2 hours in total and then put down, and then never play it again, you know? So yeah, I won't be buying this game until a sale, or, you know, Sega. I won't say no to review code either, man, I'm just saying. But even though I'm not buying the game at launch, I also want to just put out there
that... Road, I got that reference.
I am going to be buying this game for one of you guys. I am hosting a giveaway in my Discord server, so if you want to join that, then the link is in the description. But yeah, that's
to be fair, that is pretty cool. I'm just going to go for a piss now, because I am desperate. But it's like, I think that's pretty cool that he's doing a giveaway at the very least, because even if he's not interested in the game, it's like, it's nice doing things for other people. So, it's pretty cool that he's doing that at least. I'll be 2 seconds. Right, I'm back. I was thinking of getting some crisps, but then I fought against it. Fast productions. Why is it hard for people to understand? If you don't like the game, don't buy it? See, that argument doesn't work. Let me tell you why. Because, no shit, people don't have to buy the game. People don't have to do anything. That doesn't change anything, though. Like, people say that argument all the time. Like, oh, if you don't want it, don't buy it. It's like, alright, then I fucking won't. You guys made a crap game and you overpriced it and you're not getting my money. It's like, whose fault is that? Because it sure as hell isn't mine. What are crisps? Crisps are what British people call chips. Like, Americans call crisps chips. Like salt and vinegar chips, cheese and onion chips, a bag of chips, Dorito chips. There you go. We call, English people call it, crisps. But yeah, let's see what,
Thank you all so much for watching, and
let's see what other takes that we can get. Racing Crossworlds has a huge problem. I mean, to be fair, that was 4 months ago. I'm fairly certain we've seen that one.
I'm being...
Chips are what you would call fries. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, English people have chips. We call fries, like... What? Like, we have American fries, and then we have English chips. It's fucking weird. And then we call chips crisps. Just don't talk about it. Alright, we'll have a look at this video.
What a crazy...
We'll have a look at this video. Just Joe. Give them a sub and a like, because why not? Bro made an entire video saying he won't get the game. Okay, and whose problem is that? Like, if he doesn't like the thing that the company made, I think that's the company's fault, not his. Like, I don't know what to say. What do you think about the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour? Didn't you have to, like, pay for that shit? Like, that wasn't free, was it? Like, that's stupid. Also, whenever I hear... Whenever Nintendo and Switch and 2 are in the same sentence, I just automatically assume a negative thing at this point. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Anyways, let's get going.
2 weeks for Sonic fans. We went from knowing almost absolutely nothing about Sonic Racing Crossworlds to possibly one of the biggest leaks I've seen in the Sonic franchise, just for the Summer Game Fest to give us confirmation of Miku, Ichiban, Joker, and 3 Minecraft reps.
I know this is unrelated to the video. Would you still like to debate Game Sonic versus Goku? Yeah, join the Discord server anytime. We can do that. I'm not debating in a YouTube comment section, because at the end of the day, I don't get notifications for that. So if you actually want replies from me, like, join the Discord server. The link is in the description. Racing Crossworlds, I'm definitely getting that as well, but I don't see how it's overpriced other than the Digital Deluxe Edition. $70 games have been around since 2023. I know. And why do you think that's been a thing? It's because people legitimized it. If you don't want things to be that expensive, don't buy them for that price. Like, the reason why people are charging so much money for games is because they know that they can, because people will buy it. It's annoying. Honestly, just wait for a sale if you guys think it's too expensive. That's literally not an argument. So the multi-billion-dollar company did nothing wrong because we can just wait for a sale. That literally isn't an argument, I'm afraid.
And finally, the return of the friendly Sonic vs. Mario rivalry.
Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
I don't think I've seen Sonic team so confident in a product of theirs in ages. And my god is it refreshing and nice to see. Now, I don't plan on getting into details of the leaks, but if that's something you're interested in, I've made 2 shorts on the topic. Those will be linked at the top of the description. But man, I'm hyped for this game. Of course, I might be riding off the high of Mario.
It's nice seeing a more positive view on Racing Crossworlds.
Kart World, but I think I might be more hyped for Crossworlds than Mario Kart World. Like, damn, 50, 100...
It's also because it's the most expensive Sonic game ever made. Yeah, and it's stupid. It's like, the game shouldn't be that price. It's like, I think $60 for a Sonic game is way too much. And I also want to be fair as well. I think that $60 for a Mario game is also too much. To be honest. Like, it is what it is. Would you get Frontiers 2 for $70 if it was perfect in almost every single way? If it included the DLC for $70 and it was perfect in every way, I would maybe consider getting it. But again, it's like, that is a really big if.
150 and 200cc to directly combat Mario Kart World's lack of the latter. Beautiful stages with an infinite amount of replayability with the addition of frenzy gates that change the game as you play. An absolute stacked roster of not only Sonic characters, but
a stacked roster of characters, meanwhile there are only 9.
Stacked roster of not only Sonic characters, but 13 free Sega collab characters to be added as the game goes, along with 15 DLC characters that, while unfortunately paid, have insane collab potential, as our first round is already Minecraft characters. Oh, and did I mention
Ever heard of Telekinesis Man? All I got from his videos is that he's a classic Sonic fanboy. I've actually never heard of him, to be honest. Like, it is what it is. I mean, there are fanboys for literally everything, it's kind of shit, but it is what it is. It's like, people dub me as a Sonic fanboy, and it's really freaking annoying, but at the end of the day, whatever helps you sleep at night. I'm a Sonic fanboy, meanwhile I'm like, overwhelmingly negative towards most of his games.
Crossplay? Now, to give credit where credit is due, Mario Kart World for being a Switch 2 exclusive rocks. Everything about this game is what I dreamed a next-gen Mario Kart would be, down to almost every last detail, whether it be the open world, knockout tours, or just how well these redesigns look like they were pulled right from promotional 2D art. But that's not.
I wonder how well this video has aged, given the bullshit that they've forced to do with, like, the you know, is it like the intermission tracks or something that you're forced to play now? I wonder how well this game has aged. I hope for his sake he still enjoys the game, because at the end of the day, he bought it, I didn't.
Not what the focus of this video is. While I don't doubt Mario...
I don't think they will change the prices if everyone cries about it. You really do underestimate just how much power you have over the industry, my friend. Like, if people... Because at the end of the day, if people don't buy your product, you're not earning money. And what does a company want above all else to make money? If you cut off their revenue stream, they have to adapt to what you want. It's like, we saw this with Sony, with like the Helldivers 2 drama. It's like, they did a shit thing, everyone protested, they got rid of the shit thing. It's like, it is what it is. It's like, if everyone banded together and truly did make a stand on a topic, we would get a positive result. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen all that often.
Mario Kart World will be successful, Sonic Racing Crossworlds has kind of got them cornered, as not only is it available on every major platform, but there are no limits to who you can and can't play with. This is not only
Do you think Mario Kart World copied Transforms or mechanics? I don't fucking know. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, you could argue that the Sonic racers copied the Mario racers, because the Mario ones came out first. Like, I really don't think it's that deep.
One of, if not the best looking Sonic racing game, but they're coming for the throne against Mario Kart harder than ever. And especially since Crossworlds won Best of Summer Game Fest, going against a new Resident Evil, Dying Light, and Atomic Heart 2. For once I feel really confident saying this, but Mario better watch out, because Sonic is—
The sad thing is, everyone complains about the price, but buys it anyways. Yeah, and it's fucking stupid. It's like, I'd like to think that I'm probably quite unbiased when it comes to being a YouTuber. Like, if something genuinely pisses me off, I'm not gonna buy it. It's that simple. Or I'll buy it and I'll refund it if I don't like it. Like, it is what it is. Then again, we cried when Supersonic costed money in Forces. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it is possible to make changes within a business. You know, you just have to have enough people do it. It's just very difficult to get people to do it, because no matter what people do, it's like, you know, you'll always have fanboys for shit. I mean, take a person like Harmon Smith, for example. Like, I'm fairly certain at this point Nintendo could literally become the freaking Germans from World War II, and you'd still have fanboys somewhere defending them. Like, it's actually really weird, just like how, like, you have like fanboys for shit no matter what they do. It's like, oh, you have to pay more for games? Oh, fanboys will defend it. You have to pay more to play your games online, even though you shouldn't have to do that to begin with. Fanboys will defend it. Like, I genuinely don't think there's like any crime that a fucking company could commit to stop the fanboys from defending it. Like, I genuinely don't think there is anything.
He's on that ass. Now, am I glazing this game? Like a Krispy Kreme, man. $90 has never burned a hole in my pocket harder. But then again, I do still have my concerns. And while not anything detrimental to the game's success, these are some
Remember how ugly Sonic was changed? Yeah, fair point. How is everyone? Hey, it's good to have you here, Axiom. How you doing, bud? Am I a Sonic fanboy if I'm not too biased? I mean, you did call yourself Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic Maurice Hedgehog, so I feel like people would still call you a fanboy even if you weren't, to be honest. It is what it is.
Things personally, I feel it could stunt its growth a little bit. And while not anything major, some things I just like.
I hope this game is fire, it looks dope. See, that's the thing, it's like, I don't mean to be such a negative bastard. It's like, I hope the game is great, because like, at the end of the day, it's got Unleashed tracks, so that'll just make me very happy inside. And it does genuinely look great. Like, graphically, the game is gorgeous. And I want it to succeed, but it's got to earn my money, and it is demanding a lot of my money, so we'll see.
touched
and apart from anything else, I want to be able to play it with you guys. Like, doing streams where we just play, like, Sonic Racing, and it's, like, cross-platform, and anyone can join. Like, that sounds awesome. But, you know, time will tell.
Before its final release. Of course, please feel free to discuss in the comments what you think, and correct me if I get something wrong or misinterpret something. Your feedback is always appreciated. Now to start, a little background. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is the 4th installment in the Sonic Racing series of games, starting way back in 2010 with Sonic and
Fuck Riders, I guess. Riders never happened.
Sega All-Stars Racing. Each installment has built off the foundation of the last, but with Crossworlds, I beg to differ. While yes, at its core, it still has the same mechanics as previous titles, that's where most of this game's comparisons end. First things first, Extreme Gear. Yes, it's finally back. While I can't speak on how it
never mind, he does remember Riders.
To its origins and riders, it's an absolutely welcome addition and adds a huge level of customization to perfectly.
See, again, it's like, this game just looks beautiful. Especially when you compare it to Riders back to back. Like, this, it's so incredible just how far we've come as for, like, graphics in these games. I just hope that it's relatively glitch-free.
Suit your experience, along with loads of custom gadgets to suit your playstyle. While a lot of gadgets are unknown, one that is shown is Trick Mastery, that allows you to perform more tricks quicker, and customizable cars. I'm not sure if it's to the degree of Team Sonic Racing, but it adds so much personalization to a game that already offers so much. Damn, wait, I didn't even mention that this game is being developed fully in-house, being developed by Sonic Team with assistance from Sega developers that worked on.
I will say, considering this guy has like a fraction of the subscribers I do, I quite enjoy the production quality of his videos. Everything has sound effects, everything's great. Honestly, I'd consider giving this guy a sub.
Numerous arcade racing titles, such as the initial D series of games, Daytona USA, and surprisingly Sonic the Fighters. Rather than taking the approach of a casual racer, Crossworlds plays more like an arcade-style racer. Every part of this game is so flashy, quick, and thrilling, and legitimately proves that if you blink, you might miss a lot. I think that's one of many.
That's the one thing I'm slightly concerned of, though. It's like, the game looks beautiful, but is it to the point where it's going to be distracting? Because it's like, if there's so much shit on the screen at once, is it going to end up being distracting from the races? That's the one thing I'm a little concerned about. Hey, Hannah, how you doing, my darling?
Any aspects of the game that's got me hooked. While I did enjoy all.
It's all the more sad when you watch this video and then you watch my videos, because like my videos are just so shitly edited by comparison.
All-Stars and All-Stars Transformed, it does feel like it plays a little slow at times. Crossworlds constantly has something new going on, and that's hype as hell. Also, this game has so much personality. Now, I'm gonna divulge into a personal yap fest, but the animation is full of so much life and expression. With the introduction of the rival systems, where before a race you pick between two rival racers that are either a little bit easier or harder, depending on who you pick, with sweet little interactions between your racer and your rival, regardless of if it's at the start of a race, during the race, or after the race.
Relish any chance to surpass you.
They're at
That's
Sonic
quite
and
cool.
Shadow reenacting
Nice
lines
touch.
from Adventure 2, Jet and Wave having friendly banter, or Sonic and Shadow both encouraging Cream to do her absolute best and her reflecting the competitive nature. I swear
Aww, that's quite sweet if that stuff's in the game. Like having like actual character development between the characters. Well, not character development, that's not the right word, but like having like character interactions between them. Like that sounds awesome.
I live for stuff.
It'd be really funny. Do you know what would be funny, chat? Is if it was like the fucking Mortal Kombat. You know, like when they clash and then they just take the piss out of each other. Like, it'd be really cool if they did that. Could you imagine if like... Could you imagine if like Jet and Sonic clashed and we got that really amazing like meme where Jet is like, I will reach the finish line before you, Sonic. And then Sonic is just like, you may touch the finish line, but you'll never touch a woman. And then they just go back to the race. Or if they do like Sonic and Silver, where like Silver's just like clashing with Sonic. And it's just like, he's just like, it's no use. See you later, bitch. just spin dashes away. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Like this, and it's awesome how hard they're leaning into it. Now, I will admit, a bit of the animation work is sold by camera angles and whatnot.
Like, it's so funny, the idea that Cream and Shadow could be good friends. Like, it's literally like the fucking Last of Us, like, Part 1 dynamic. You just have this old grumpy geezer, and then you have, like, a relatively, like, innocent girl. It's literally the Sonic equivalent of The Last of Us.
But the animation, it's so cool. And so much more is animated to perfectly reflect the personalities. Sonic is quick, but bouncy and full of his usual carefree nature. Shadow is precise, brooding, and extremely moody with his movements and actions. My emo king. And Knuckles, strong, confident, and ready to tear some shit up. I'm so
This game just looks great. Like, there's not really much I can say about it. Like, this is the sort of character animations I wanted in Frontiers.
glad they're keeping up the quality animations from Shadow Generations, as it's just so fluid and fun to watch. And while not yet at the level of Dream Team, it's definitely swinging above its weight class in comparison to other Sonic titles. And while sometimes they do speak a lot, they have so much fun with the track.
Fucking okay, that could be annoying quite quickly. Good. Wah! Good. Let's go! Just over and over again. That would be really annoying, to be fair.
Trash talk and teasing one another.
Which is quite interesting, because I never get bored of hearing the Sonic boost sound effects in Sonic Unleashed. Go! Go! Whoa! I never get bored of that, but for some reason I feel like I would get bored of it in this game.
As if you're doing the talking, you know you're hot. But if you're getting talked to,
It's like Unleashed but on crack, I know, right?
you best pick it up. It's crazy. The most lively Sonic game to date is a freaking spin-off. But I'd be lying if I wasn't fiending for Miku's interactions. Like, I want to peel away with her and hear her yell at Eggman,
Better luck next time, fuckboy.
locking
Hey, what? Sorry, what? Projecting a little bit?
eyes with him the whole time as she crosses the finish line. Oh, and please just have Steve reply with, anytime he says anything, am I...
We need that. Could you imagine if he falls off the fucking stage and you go, ooh? Oh, we need that. Oh, the game would be a 10 out of 10 if we could get that. Ooh.
My life
Or if
is
he makes the fucking villager sound effect. Could you imagine? That would be incredible.
complete. Now for the gameplay, like I said earlier, with this game taking more of an arcade approach rather than a more casual approach, everything is much faster, more responsive, and extremely attention-grabbing. With the reintroduction of transformation gates from All-Stars Transformed, this adds a whole new layer of skills that you have to learn to get the edge on your opponents. Now personally, after watching a lot of side-by-side footage of Crossworlds with the other recent racing titles, the gameplay for Crossworlds just takes the cake for me. If you played All-Stars, All-Stars Transformed, or Team Sonic Racing, you might also feel that the cars cars in those games feel super heavy. Not like tanks or anything, but the maneuverability, while
Not tanks, shows a fucking monster truck.
it feels good for those titles, is nowhere near to how free and light everything seems in Crossworlds. Yes, that feeling of weightlessness is somewhat essential to a title that follows in line with Riders, since that's the last Sonic racing title Sonic Team worked on, but it just looks so damn.
The constant fart sound effects in this video are making me giggle. Also, Jen, hello, it's good to have you here. I wasn't ignoring you, I was just caught up in how freaking amazing this video's editing is.
Fun. Okay, I know I'm rambling, but Crossworld's combination of weightlessness, while still being precise, is awesome. But I do have some issues with the game.
Yeah, could you imagine if like one of the lines for Shadow is "Where's that damn finish line?" Oh dear.
Of course, this game still isn't a finished product.
Not gonna lie, this game is Roger's best performance. It's pretty funny that a fucking racing game is like. I've subscribed to your channel. Hey, cheers. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a shame that a fucking racing game has Roger Craig Smith's best Sonic performance. It's also kind of crazy to think about that he's been voicing Sonic for 15 years now.
But with that in mind, we are 3 months out from release and still some of the animations look unfinished. While not anything major, and not anything that's going to ruin the gameplay experience, at least for me, the animations are funky to say the least. Not speaking on the terms of the characters, well actually the Eggman T-pose during the Summer Game Fest trailer was brutal. I didn't catch it. Actually, when I did, oh that definitely hurt. But mainly
Nah, that was 100% intentional. They 100% made it so that Eggman can T-pose. Like, Eggman is just the gift that keeps on giving. I'm gonna head out for now. Yeah, it's okay, my dear. It's good to have you here.
vehicles
You are from USA? No, I am from UK.
initiating tricks lack the fluidity that the tricks in All-Stars Transformed and Team Sonic Racing have. While that might
I mean, true, but then again, this video came out, like the game is gonna be improved. Well, I would hope it would be.
be a reflection on the weightlessness on the vehicles, and with the Trick Mastery gadget that might make more fluid animations look odd. I don't know, but it's a small issue that could be just big enough to bother some people.
Insane.
I'm not kidding, it's already bothered a lot of people, but that's Twitter. And one of the biggest issues is the price. Okay, so while this isn't as big of a problem for me as it is for others, it's still a problem for others. So let's do some sleuthing. Every Sonic game, at least within the last 10 years, has released between $60 at the max, not including deluxe versions, to $20 at the lowest.
I'm just gonna say right now, I still think it's bullshit that Frontiers was more expensive than Sonic X Shadow gens. Like, that shit makes no sense. Why do companies do this? They always make like a brand new game and price it for like the earth, and then they make like some remasters and they charge it for less, even though the remasters are like better quality. It's really weird. Are you gonna add a debunk for Sonic vs Saitama? Yeah, that's tomorrow's video. I thought that's what Carson wanted when he donated $50. He was like, oh, I donated the money like I said I was. Are you gonna make the video now? I thought he meant the Sonic vs Saitama one. But no, he was referring to the Mario vs Sonic one. Which is a bit annoying, but anyways. Flubbles, flubble. Also, Sonic Mania was cheap as chips.
I'm not kidding. The best 2D Sonic game in ages, Sonic Mania, dropped at $20 fucking. The most
Meanwhile, Superstars, fucking 3 times the price. What a fucking joke. Because Frontiers is better? I don't really think Frontiers is better. I think Frontiers is a very flawed game, unfortunately. Frontiers was an entirely new game. Well, tell that to the cyberspace levels. They didn't get the memo.
most recent Sonic racing game dropped at $40 MSRP. I
Do you like Sonic Racing Crossworlds? I mean, the game isn't even out yet, dude. Like, the game looks like it has potential, but it's just really overpriced.
understand that outside of Sonic games, this is the new modern age triple game. Oh god. This is the new modern AAA game price. And while yes, this might be reflective of not only the budget of the game, but the quality, it was shocking seeing a modern Sonic title cost above $50 to $60. Especially
My... The perfect edit. Oh, let's do that again.
a modern Sonic title cost above $50 to $60. Especially
Accurate, yeah, the first time I saw that. What the fuck?
It was shocking seeing a modern Sonic title cost above $50 to $60, especially considering the target audience for Sonic. And that's kids. This is a kids game that costs $70 for the base game. If I was young again and asked my parents to buy this game for me for
Frontiers 2 is about to make Frontiers 1 look like dog shit. I mean, Frontiers 1 had like some cool ideas, it was just way too unfinished. Like, it was basically like Sonic 06, but like not to the same extent. Because, like, it was unfinished like on 06, but it was also playable. So, I don't know.
$70, they would
I might get a little bit of hate for that comment.
probably whoop my ass.
Guys, enough real gaming for now, hop on Clash Royale. I'm gonna do a queso. Ban this guy on every single platform, get him out of here.
Wouldn't, but they'd probably call me crazy or something. That is a massive price jump from Sonic X Shattered Generations that was only $50. A game that succeeded not only due to its value, but because the game's quality was so high for such a low price. That game set a new bar.
Shadow Gens is the best Sonic game. Oh, I won't go that far. I don't think it's better than Sonic Gens. Sorry. I think Sonic Gens... It's kind of funny, because it's like... I kind of feel like Sonic Gens is a little overrated in retrospect, but like... Man... I still prefer Sonic Gens. Like, Rooftop Run in that game just hits different. Same with Chemical Plant and Speed Highway. Sonic GT or Sonic 2018 can be Frontiers 2. Bro, Sonic GT would be a pretty sweet foundations for Frontiers 2.
For Sonic titles. And while I personally don't mind
I love how I love 06 and Frontiers despite not being finished. Yeah, if you enjoy something, like, more power to you. I really want to be able to play 06 again, like, from start to finish. Like, but I can't get it working. It's really annoying. Like, I wanted to play Sonic 06. I wanted to do it for the 15k special. Don't ask. Don't ask why. But I did want to do it, and I couldn't get it to work.
the price jump.
Sonic Generations is nowhere near overrated. Thank you for proving my point. If Shadow Gens was longer, it would be better. But it's like, if Shadow Gens had, like, the same gameplay formula as Sonic Gens, I think it would be better. It's like, the more... It's like, the more I play Unleashed, the less I enjoy Sonic Gens. Because, like, every single level in Unleashed, it's like, really long, they're really fun, there's a lot of shit to do in the levels. And then you play Generations, it's like, okay, the levels are smaller, they're less interesting. And I only really enjoy a handful of them. It's like, I don't know, man.
There are lots, and I mean lots, of people that were deterred almost immediately due to how insanely high that seemed. If it launched at 60, with the deluxe being 75 or 80, that would be phenomenal. But honestly, I'd say give it a month or two after release. I can almost guarantee it'll go on sale for probably 55 bucks. As much as it sucks to see these short downfalls impact so many people, I still think Crossworlds is going to be a phenomenal experience.
See, chat. 2 words to sum up why this game is going to be amazing. Christmas noobs. Do you remember when Christmas noobs were a thing in video games? Like with Call of Duty especially. You get like a load of people joining the game that were all level 1. Christmas noobs! Christmas noobs! That's gonna be amazing. I miss the concept of having Christmas noobs in a game.
Experience that, while the price is still a bit high, will absolutely be worth every penny, whether it's reflective of the game's
Hey, Ray Ash, thank you for the sub. Means a lot.
quality. I think it's safe to say that this is a Sonic game for everyone. For you, your brother, your mama, your aunt, uncle, grandpa, grandma, all that good stuff. But
Well, maybe not my granddad, because he's... Well... He ain't doing very much of anything these days, let alone playing games, if you know what I mean.
just know if you see me in an online lobby, I might whoop your ass. Anyways, this is my first kind of long-form video on a topic like this, and my first long-form Sonic yaps.
Bro, you called this long form? You shouldn't check my channel out. I have made hour-long videos. You looking forward to the animation? Hell yeah. Like, the animations look great. Genuinely. The animations look really sweet. I can't wait to play Mario Kart World on Christmas. The lobbies will be full. See, that's interesting. It's like, I wonder how many Switch 2s are going to be sold for Christmas. Probably going to see a pretty big spike. You never know. Interesting. So about Mario Kart World versus Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I think we'll end the stream with this video because it's short and also kind of interesting. Also, what's the like to dislike ratio? Oh, surprisingly positive. Also, a relatively smaller YouTube creator. Well, as always, drop them a like and a comment. It's a shame that I can't do pufferfish emojis in other people's comment section. Well, you know what, I'll do a nice comment. There we go. A like, a comment, and a subscribe. Why not? Could we play as Super Sonic in Crossworlds? That would be great. You never know. Rift, if you get this game, I'll show you why I'm the best at Sonic games. Bro, I will beat your ass at Mario Kart. Not even Mario Kart. I'll beat your ass at Sonic Racing. There we go. Christmas noobs.
Racing game.
Talk, yo, talk. Talk, yo, talk. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I don't know where to start with this. A lot has happened since the last time I talked about it, so we gonna try this. So 2 days ago, Mario Kart World dropped on Switch 2, and the day after, we had a new trailer for Sonic Racing Crossworlds at Summer Games Fest. The trailer is pretty cool. They showed
that was really nice of you. Well, yeah, I just try, you know. It's like, it takes me 2 seconds to like and comment on a video. It's like, it is what it is. It helps them out, and it makes me feel like a good person. Even if I am, you know, Satan in disguise.
Some new characters like Hatsune Miku, Ichiban from Yakuza, and Joker from Persona 5. I was kind of excited about it. Joker! And then they ended up by showing the Minecraft Steve collab with the characters and tracks. And these reveals are actually kind of hype because there was a huge leak that happened a couple of days before it started, and they did not show anything from this except Steve. So we did not know of the other three. The other two were not confirmed until yesterday. And of course, it was also hype because they were highly requested. People really wanted Hatsune Miku and Joker. So they really came through for this. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hyped. The Sonic fans, we was kind of celebrating, bro. We was kind of up. Mario Kart just dropped. They had a
Funkai with the flubbles! He did the flubbles! And now the flubbles has come to say hello. Chat, imagine if Puffer was the Chaos Emeralds. Like, imagine if instead of 7 Chaos Emeralds, there were just 7 Pufferfish. That would be amazing. But yeah, thank you very much for the donation, dude. It means a lot.
a nice 24-hour lifespan, and we was up, you know what I'm saying? It was time for the real racing game to come through. And then the prices dropped. So basically, it's $70 for the standard edition and $90 if you want the digital deluxe to play it 3 days early and get the season pass. This is a bold move from Sega. This is Sonic's first $70 game, and they making it the racing spinoff. That's never happened, but it's a bold move. But I have an opinion on it that's probably different from a lot of people because this caused a lot of discussion in the community right after it dropped. I don't like that $70 is a new industry standard, but for this game to be 70, I feel like it should have $70 quality. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if it's 70, then I'm just gonna expect to have a quality experience and a very replayable game that I'm gonna be playing for the next like 3-4 years at least. I really don't know why Sonic fans are tweaking out about it because $70 games have been like, bro, Tekken was 70, and don't think I forgot about the Sparking Zero stuff that y'all said, bro. It was $70, and then some dudes paid $100 to play it like 3 days early, bro. I did not forget that. No one.
I mean, it's not the fact that, see, this is the thing that I hate about this argument. It's like, oh, why are you guys complaining about 70? It's like games have been $70 forever. It's like, yeah, and how did that happen? It happened because people bought games for $70. It's like, if people can get away with charging more money for it, they're gonna do it. Man.
Batted an eye. No one batted an eye about it, or at least they didn't bat an eye about the 70.
Also, his freaking jumper is amazing. Kind of reminds me of my Shadow hoodie.
It was kind of crazy. I was saying that from the jump, but this is just something that's kind of happening now. 90 is insane. The 90 is kind of insane, but
yeah, the $90 is fucking hell. I thought I was gonna be sick then. Where the hell did that come from? Yeah, $90 is fucking stupid.
Guess with all the DLC, just putting on the DLC into something that's just the definitive edition or the ultimate edition for games, which have also existed for a while. It being $90 is kind of crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. I will be reluctantly buying the ultimate edition. Now, that's glazed, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That's glazed, huh?
Also, chat, just completely unrelated, but someone in chat said I was a collector earlier, and I kind of feel like I believe them because we're in the middle of July, and look what I have on my desk. I have a fucking snow globe. Like, I just have the most random shit on my desk. Like, it's actually insane.
Better be an experience worth $90 is all I'm saying.
I ain't never seen nobody dick ride like you dick ride Sonic.
We moving on to the next subject. I got a chance to play Mario Kart World for 2 days straight, basically, and that game is super fun. I can't wait to play more of it. And yeah, I think it's a really good appetizer for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Now, the game is good. I think the game is fun for what it is. It could stand to have a little bit more content, though. I feel like I'm going to get to the extent of it, and it's just going to be kind of boring afterwards. But yeah, it's fun. It's really fun and good for what it is. I feel like that's going to
I'm just going to say it right now. I think Mario Kart Wii is better than Mario Kart World. Like, we're not gonna lie, we went back and we revisited Mario Kart Wii recently. Holy shit, that game's a lot of fun.
Be pretty occupied this summer, you know, of course, until September 25th. That's my last one. My instigating days are over. I'm out of my prime. I'm not gonna be doing it no more. I'm just saying that once the player server count goes to 0,
I don't know what it is about Mario Kart World. This game just looks worse to me than Mario Kart 8. I don't know what it is. And even Mario Kart Wii, I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's how flat the textures look. Like how there's basically no grass whatsoever. Or how there's like no sand. I don't know what it is.
on September 25th, I don't want to hear
But this game just looks so bad to me. And I can never give you a good reason as to why.
That's like mostly all the information that we have right now that we're gonna get before Sonic Racing Crossworlds drops. So until then, we basically just have the Twitter wars with the Mario Kart versus Sonic Racing stuff that
It's really annoying. Like, I want to give you guys a good reason as to why it just doesn't look as good as the older games. But I just can't put my finger on it. Game should go back to being 60, and even then that's still extreme. Yeah, I agree. So it's still extreme, but it is what it is. I'm back, motherfuckers. Nice. Mario Kart World looks worse and bad because the lighting is worse and the textures are non-existent. Yeah, exactly. It's like...
Creator of Sonic himself is instigating, by the way.
Unlike another kart racing game.
Just want to remind y'all. But yeah, I'm excited. Seems like we get 2 solid games off of this, and I'm gonna be having a good time playing it and making content off this. So I hope y'all are ready to see a whole bunch of videos on Mario Kart World or Sonic Racing when those games drop. And just...
Also, can we just appreciate the fact that this map is literally just a fucking circle? Like, and a tiny-ass circle. I don't know. This game just does not interest me, I'm sorry.
Y'all, if it wasn't obvious enough, just so y'all know where I explicitly stand on which game I prefer, which game that I'm rooting for the most. I'm rooting for the better game. I'm simply rooting for the better game. So, you know, whichever one that may end up being, I'm rooting for it. You know, no bias or anything at all. I'm just rooting for the better game. It's simply that. So yeah, y'all let me know y'all opinion.
Mario Kart World is not pushing the Switch 2 to its limits. And it's funny as well, because the Switch 2 is, like, by no means a powerful, like, console or handheld. But it could definitely do better quality games. It's like it's more powerful than the Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck can run games like Doom Eternal and shit like that. It's like, if they really wanted to, they could push the boundaries and make this game look gorgeous. But evidently they didn't do that. It's a shame.
In the comments, and let me know what game you're most excited for. A lot of people switched up after that trailer yesterday. Don't think that I forgot. I will be distributing apology forms accordingly. So yeah, let me know what game you're most excited for and most excited to get your hands on if you haven't.
Yeah, it's like, to give an example, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Told you. Oh, hell. Like, this game came out, like, 8 years ago. And it looks, like, the same or better. You know what I mean? Also, the music is just stellar. Although, chat, do you know what I always say? Life is good, but it can be better. In my opinion, the best Rainbow Road level. And the fact that you can play it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is kind of crazy. still the best Rainbow Road, in my opinion. Right, let's take... People are telling me let's look at Worlds, Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road full gameplay. We'll look at the best quality version, fuck it. Fuck is this? This isn't Rainbow Road. Oh, I think it's gonna transition into Rainbow Road. Oh, yeah, the fucking... Yeah, okay. I see what's gonna happen. I was a bit confused for a second there. I was like, this isn't Rainbow Road. I see what's gonna happen. Fucking Golden Gate Bridge, by the looks of things. My eyes! What do we have here? Okay. I won't lie, maybe we have a contender for the new best Rainbow Road. Maybe. See, again, I am a little disappointed that it's not in space. I think that's what made the other Rainbow Roads just so fucking cool. It's LGBTQ Road, I know, right? It's Pride Flag Road. I don't know, I think having Rainbow Road in space is just such a cool, like, spectacle. But I think this is definitely cool. For real. I wonder if it does go into space at all. See, this isn't even Rainbow Road anymore, but, like, I can't even be mad. Like, this just looks so gorgeous. Oh, there's Lumas! On the sides! There's Lumas! The happy little Lumas. Look at them, they're so cute! A fucking train as well. Got to catch the train, aren't we, Hagrid? See, again, it's like, this has literally nothing to do with Rainbow Road. Like, in comparison, like, what I think about Rainbow Road, but it just looks nice. Like, I can't even be mad. Alright, let's take a look at... Wow. Okay, that looks good. Again, literally nothing to do with Rainbow Road, but I'm not even mad. It just looks nice. Like, again... This isn't Rainbow Road, but I don't care. It just looks like a nice racetrack. Kind of reminds me of Dreadnought Galaxy from Galaxy 1. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Is it going to turn into something else? Also, what do you know about Power Rangers? I could sing you literally every single one of the theme tunes right now. Come on, LGBT Road. See, this is more like it when I think of Rainbow Road. I think of something like this, but I don't like the color as much. It's a little too... Oh, okay, never mind. This looks great. Yeah, this is what I want color-wise from Rainbow Road. I want it to be, funnily enough, a rainbow. See, again, it's a very interesting take on Rainbow Road. How it's like a load of different aspects thrown together. I'm not too sure if it's the best one, though. I still really like Mario Kart Wii. Like, there's just something about Mario Kart Wii that just looks so fucking nice. Like, I know that the graphics haven't aged that well, but like, there's just something about this game that just looks so nice. I don't know what it is. Like, this just this just does it for me. We have to make a Power Rangers team tier list. That'd be amazing. But yeah, I'm not even kidding. Like, I could literally pick up random, like, one of the theme tunes and just sing it. It's so It's also funny, like, when you rewatch some of, like, the older shows, like, from your childhood, and you notice, like, all of the adult jokes in them as well. It's just so nice. I don't know, I feel like Mario Kart Wii is still my favourite Rainbow Road. I don't know, like, it is what it is. What do you think is in store for 3D Mario? I'm thinking Galaxy 3. I'm surprised we haven't got Odyssey 2, to be honest. Time Force's peak. My man. Time Force is amazing. Racing through and out of time. Oh, hold on. I've forgotten like all of the tune, but like I remember Time Force being my favorite. Timeless wonders, far and thunder, all to save the world. Yeah, Time Force is awesome. I love it. Yeah, with that being said though, guys, we don't really have any other plans for the rest of the stream, so it really just comes down to, are you guys excited for racing Crossworlds? And again, it's like, I want it to be good. I really do. I want it to be really good. But I don't know. It is very pricey. Time will tell. Time will tell, unfortunately. The game looks beautiful. Oh, for real. Yeah, like, thumbs up from me in that regard. Like, Sonic Racing Crossworlds looks fucking gorgeous. Easily the best looking Sonic racing game there's ever been. I'm very optimistic about it. It looks good, but it feels kind of meh. It is what it is. I hope it's good. Might be a hot take, I think Lightspeed Rescue is pretty underrated. Like, Lightspeed Racing, Lightspeed Rescue is pretty sick. And now I am just at the part where I am just really goddamn tired. Rich is gonna be buying the game just to see the Unleashed content. You fucking know it. Of course I am. If you want to add another third party to Crossworlds, who would you choose? Honestly, yeah, I'd probably add Power Rangers. Like, they're kind of like all the same colours of the Sonic cast. Like, I think it would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that would be really nice, but probably ain't gonna happen, unfortunately. But, yeah, with that being said, if you guys genuinely if you guys genuinely want me to make a Power Rangers tier list, yeah, maybe I'll do it, and I'll put it in the Discord server. So, yeah, that being said, I thank you all for watching the stream. I think this is where we're gonna wind down. But today, I've had a very long day. I've had a bit of a shit shift, if I'm honest. And definitely happy to have some me time. So, that being said, I thank you all for being here as always. It's fucking amazing just how many of you show up to the evening shifts. Evening streams, sorry. So, yeah, I feel like maybe we should just stream in the evenings from now on. Like, there are so many people that show up, and honestly, it's quite easy for me as well, so maybe we'll do that from now on, but I haven't considered it fully yet. So yeah, with that being said, thank you all for being here. The Sonic versus One Punch Man debunk will be coming out tomorrow. I thank you all for watching, and a goodbye from the Flubballs, and I will see you guys later. Take care. Twat. Cunt. Twat. Grr. Yeah.